He was born in this valley where the sun was afraid, where the dust and the dirt would forever keep men in the shade. He was forged by the pressure that ground some men to dust, as his father of steel turned to rust. Standing alone, standing whilst other men fall, he can ride all the punches that a man has to take. He might bend, but he never will break. He might bend, but he never will break.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy days are on their way again. The war is over, let the good times go. We're making money where we can.
Boys and girls come out to play again.
We're missing the ball, but they'd understand. We're making money where we can.
We'll gather lilacs in the spring again.
London swings, Ivan Novello sings again.
We'll keep the home fires burning.
Weekends spent on our estates, but then it's boring, vulgar, but to pay the bills,
We're making money where we can.
Nobody really knows the troubles I've seen. This land for heroes made from khaki and green. I hate to say, but buddy, can you spare a dime? Can you spare the time of day? They said the world would change in 1918, but we came back to find the same old routine. Well, it's private this, private that, and private fall behind, but there's trouble in the wind.
Dada, Dada! Come quick, Dada, Dada!
Mega, what's the matter, girl? Oh, come on, tell me what's the matter.
Dada, quick! He's fighting again! Tommy, little Tommy Farm! This time, I think they're gonna kill him!
Happy days are on their way again.
New York proves we'll all be millionaires.
We're making money where we can.
Germany will have to foot the bill.
We won the war, so now they have to pay. We're making money where we can.
Charlie Chaplin tramping through the movies.
Soon we'll hear Al Jolson in the talkies.
Mommy, how I love ya.
Happy days are on their way again. Your presents requested white tie and tails. We're making money where we can.
The war is over, let the good times roll.
We're making money where we can.
It's boring and vulgar, but to pay the bills.
We're making money where we can. We're making money where we can. We're making money where we can. Cheers! Poor Tommy Farm. Poor Tommy Farm. Poor Tommy Farm. You're not as tough as you think you are. Why won't you cry, then nobody's going to care. Poor Tommy Farm.
His father was a giant Mick from County Cork, and the bare-knuckle fighting was his passion on his work. It broke his mind, though his body was preserved.
They say that all other life is mud, is sprimped and saved, like so many of her kind, went to an early grave, that she married well beneath herself and got what she deserved.
Poor, poor Johnny Marr, you've got no daddy and you've got no ma, the mongrel son of a tinker and a whore. Poor, poor Johnny Marr. Poor, poor Johnny Marr. Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't no better than the rest of us here. Poor, poor Johnny Marr.
These kids were born to be cabin, they were born to be cool, that they never show their pain or wish their pity on a fool, that they take what they can, they know that nothing comes for free. So now they bet on this kid with the devil in his eye, not to win or to lose, but that they'll never make him cry. And they laugh and they curse at the circus that they see.
Poor, poor Johnny Marr, you're not as tough as you think you are.
Poor, poor Tommy Farr. You all right, Tommy Bach?
I don't need any help from anyone, especially not a girl.
My name is Peg-Leg Joby Churchill. I am the Long John Silver on the rumba. My leg was torn from my body underground. When people ask me, do I miss it? I tell them sometimes when I'm buying brand new shoes. I ask for discount, but they refuse.
Yeah, Dad.
Thank you, love. Morning, Evan. You're up early, Bach?
Aye, morning, Joe. Mr. Churchill. Hey, well, you know what they say, innit? Early bird catches a worm and that.
Aye, true enough, lad, true enough. Hey, but remember, it's the second mouse that gets the cheese.
Oh! Aye, I got it, man. First mouse comes chop. Second mouse cheese. Oh, morning, Megan.
For the dad, Evan?
Right. Oh. Hey, how's work, Mr. Churchill?
Not bad, boy, not bad. Good. As long as there's mines in the valley, there'll always be pip ponies needing bridles and harnesses.
Aye, so you never be out to work then?
No, probably not, lad. But you will be if you don't get going.
Oh, aye, better up it. Oh, no, I mean leg it. Oh, no, as you should drop, Mr. Churchill, all right, Trabbat.
I was a boxer, Joby Churchill. I had it in me to become a champion, but then the mine left me without a leg to stand on. But I could see it, spot the fighter, where many place the horse before the cart. I say ignore the fist and search the heart.
Is that bridle you wanted?
Oh, good, Sarah.
Will you talk to Tommy, please, Daddy?
Well, me talk to him? What about? You? Ha! Come on, girl. You never stop talking to him, all about him. Hey, I might only have one leg. I still got all my marbles.
Well, I just thought you could help him out a little. Give him some advice.
Aye.
Well, I told him you'd talk to him.
We'll see.
Oh, please,
We'll
Dad.
see. Now, go and get my lacing pliers, will you?
Thanks, Dad.
Can I help you?
Sir, I wanted
How
to...
about a nice new bridle?
Oh, no, sir,
Or maybe a new set of reins, horse and cart, is there?
I want to fight.
You want to fight, do you? Pick on a man with one leg, would you? No. Kids these days, why, I could still give you an idea.
I want you to teach me to fight. I know you taught Tom Thomas to become the British champion. I just thought you'd do the same for me.
Who are you, boy?
Tommy, sir. Tommy Farr.
Never. Little Tommy Farr, the kid who'd scrap with anyone? No, boy. Nearly grown up, I see. So why do you want to be a boxer, boy? I thought you'd have had enough fights by now.
Well, I've done my time in the hole, sir, and I made a few quid out of it as well. But what I was thinking was, if you would just take me on, I could leave the pits, and then I could make some real cash.
The holes, yes, the holes, is it? 2 pit boys thrown into a trench until one beats the other senseless. That's not boxing, son. That's human cockfighting. You need more than that to be a boxer.
I'll do anything, man. Just teach me.
I'm afraid I no longer teach the noble
I'll
art.
work out in a shop. I'll do anything.
I'm afraid you're not listening.
Afraid? I am not afraid of anything.
Oh, big words for a young man. See these books?
Yeah?
These books are full of people who did great things, and all of them were afraid. Do you think that Sidney Carton didn't feel fear as he walked towards the guillotine? Or Odysseus wet himself when Poseidon destroyed his raft out of spite? Or how about King Henry V? When faced with 4 times the number of Frenchies than he had in his army behind him, you think he didn't feel a little terrified? No, fear, boy, keeps us all alive. Don't deny it. You have to face it, eye to eye. Master it, yes. What, you still here?
Look, I'll do anything, man.
Anything?
Yeah.
Can you read?
Yes, sir.
Right, boy. Lesson number 1 on how to be a boxer. You ever heard of Don Quixote?
Those foreign fighters, is he? I don't care where he comes from. I'll fight him, and I'll beat him.
I can see there's a lot of work to be done. You say that you're not afraid. Then I say you are a fool. There's so much you have to learn that nobody taught at school. When you fight, you might lead with your fists or your chin, but the fight's in your head, so before you begin, better know who you are, when to stand, when to hide, and the demons you face, we all carry inside. Oh, remember Don Quixote. He was just a fool like you, he believed he owned the truth. Sancho Panza, Don Quixote, they're both gone, but the windmills they'll turn.
I came here to make my way, to find how to break a man. I wanted to learn from you. I don't think you understand. I'm a slave to the mines, and I want to escape. I have hate on my side, but I won't bow and scrape. People crumble with fear when they think of the cost, but I've nothing to lose that's already been lost. Who the hell is Don Quixote? If you think you're talking fools, then the biggest one is you. Sancho Panza, Don Quixote. I don't care if those windmills they'll turn.
Even fools sometimes learn from mistakes that they've made, but a wise man will learn from the price that they paid. So remember Don Quixote. He would stand and he would stare. He had his enemies everywhere. And Sancho Panza, you're Don Quixote. Take a look at those windmills that turn.
I don't care if those windmills they'll turn.
You must care about those windmills that turn.
Stupid book, man.
What did you do to him?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing. Oh, I offered him some reading material to improve his mind. I don't think that young Tommy Farr's quite the learning type at the moment.
Oh, Daddy, you've ruined everything!
Roll up! This is your chance to earn some big money. Come on, boys! You know the ladies love a fighter. And this is my champ, undefeated 120 bouts. Roll up, you've got some money in your pocket. You've just got paid. So let's try a little wager. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Hey, you! You're a tough-looking man. Have a look at what you're fighting. Here we play by the rules. No gouging, splitting, fighting. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Hunters come here still believing they're so tough. We relieve them of their money and their dreams. Roll up! Do I have another contender?
Sir.
Now what's your name, my lovely boy?
Tommy, sir. Tommy Farr, sir.
Roll up. Do you think you go the distance? Better lead with your chin. It's the path of least resistance. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Well, he's putting up a fight, and we might have the making of a champ in the camp. He's got heart, there's no mistaking. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Every punch that's meant to floor him, he just takes them and ignores them. He could cost me loads of money. Son, I must tell you that I've seen them all. But tonight, something special before my eyes has just begun. There's always a job for you at Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium! Roll up, you've got some money in your pocket, you just got paid. So let's try a little wager. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. You're a tough-looking man, have a look at what you're fighting. Here we play by the rules, no counting, splitting, biting. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Hunters come here still believing they're so tough, but we relieve them of their money and their greed. Roll up, do you think you go the distance? Better lead with the champ. It's a path of least resistance. This is Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium. Joe Guess's Pugilist Emporium.
So, what do you think of that then, Mr. Churchill?
So you ran away to join a circus, did you, boy?
Didn't you see me, man? You just see how I beat him?
A punch-drunk booth boxer passed his best. Slow of limb and thought, a lucky punch. Any talentless navvy could have done the same.
So, you still won't take me on then?
Oh, you're a diamond in the rough, all right, lad. Ah, yeah. And there might be something there. It's just too soon to tell.
Yeah? Well, I don't need you. I don't need anybody. I'm going to show everybody in this valley, you'll see. Because I'm going to go to London. Aye. When I come back a true champion. Then you'll eat your words. Aye. All of you!
Right, come on in, mate. Come on, my lads. Right. Come on, killer. Come on. Give me some combination. That's good.
London, here I am.
Who are you, love?
You better get ready for the man from Tonopandi. The big time! That's my plan.
What's your man?
You'd be so impressed, I guarantee.
Bugger off, Johnny Penny.
The dues are paid to make the grade. Anybody can, you see.
We don't need another box act. Kids like you round here and to a penny. It's my town, it's quite a shopping fact. Kids like you round here and to a penny.
Give me a chance.
Oh no!
Come on, give me a chance.
Go home! We don't need another box act. You better get out of here.
Oh, well, Shirley, get out of here.
London, think again. You wouldn't want to miss out on a chance that comes once in a lifetime. Hey, easy street, caviar and champagne.
Jelly deals more like.
They're all just waiting for a boxer in their prime. What have I got to do? Well, I'm begging you. Anybody can you hear?
We don't need another box stand. Kids like you round here and to a penny. Every door you find is locked cause kids like you round here and to a penny.
Give me a chance.
Oh no!
Come on, give me a chance.
Go home!
One day I'll be champion of the world.
We don't need another boxer. You better get out of here. We don't need another boxer. You better get out of here.
Oh, well, she.
Oh, 200 miles. Each step I walked to bring me here. They said the streets were paved with gold. They are, but not for me. So here I am. 200 miles away from home. I said when I come back, you'll see I made it on my own. I'll be a big shot with a big cigar. I'll have some fine clothes and a fancy car. Yes. Must I return? Retrace my path 200 miles. I said I'd make the world stand still, but no one sees you when you're down or gives a damn. In London town, I'll face the sneers and the knowing smiles as I walk home. 200 miles.
The very finest of leather, of course. Aye. Listen, you take a look at that stitch in there. Hey, you won't find better than that. No, not even if you went. Not even if you walked all the way to London and back again. Aye.
Excuse me, Mr. Churchill.
It's a nasty cough you got there, boy. Pass me that owl there, will you, boy?
Churchill, it's me, it's Tommy Farr, man.
I know who you are, boy. There, look at that now. That's that old maid. Right. Now pass me that needle there, boy. That's it. Good.
It's Churchill, man, it's me, it's Tommy, man. I'm back, man.
Aye, aye.
I'm back from London.
Uh-huh.
Went really well for me up there. Made a bit of a name for myself, quite a bit of money as well, actually. But I'd come back to Tonopandi, like, well, just for a while, you know.
Until you can get that hole in your trousers fixed, is it? Or a good meal inside.
Well, it was just... Well, I was just so bloody low. Nobody gives a damn about you up there, Joby.
Well, isn't that the truth now? Well, it takes a big man to return to his roots to start again. So what you going to do, boy? Go back down the mine? Or do you still want to be a boxer?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tommy, there are some that say that men shouldn't be allowed to box. That it's cruel, it's men behaving like savages. You know what I say to that, boy?
Yeah, you say they're wrong, Mr. Churchill.
No, I'd probably say they were right, lad. But then I'd add, what's the difference between being murdered underground as to being murdered in broad daylight, huh? These moral guardians, they couldn't care less if half a mountain flattened you. But hey, you take the count after a well-placed punch. That's barbaric, that is. Oh, aye. Every day, men here, underground, are dying. Do those same people call for the closing of the pit? Do they others like? No. Let me tell you, Bach, no one's gonna give you anything in this life. Whatever you get, boy, you're gonna have to fight for.
Sir.
Aye, well. Oh, by the way, last time you were in the shop, you forgot you a book. You know, Tommy Farr, maybe there is something I can do for you. Get changed, boy, we got work to do. They say that a fool learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns his from others. Let's see what you've learned so far. All right, boy, this is it. This is the start to the road of fitness, right?
Right.
Starts off with 2 wooden handles and a little piece of rope. There we
Right.
are. Skip in.
I
boy.
skip in, right.
Nice and easy.
Skip in, skip in, skip in, skip in. There goes then.
Go on now. Well, there's one.
All right.
Oh, goddamn, give it here, boy. God's truth. I only got one leg, man. Gotta be able to do better than me, haven't you, huh? All right. There we are. Now let's see you doing it now, boy.
Mr. Churchill,
What's that?
don't mind if I use the 2 feet, do you?
No, 2 feet to do you good, I think. All right.
Thank you, sir. Come on. Stop it, skip it.
There we are. Look at this now.
Just started
It's
it.
going round, look.
It's going round, right?
God, I'm nearly in a draft.
All right.
If you can get that up a little bit faster, we're on our
Hey.
way. What?
Joby, look, you can't bloody stop, man.
That's good. That's good, boy. Go on.
Look at
Show
that
'em how to
then.
do it.
Look at that, then.
I can hardly see the rope.
Hello
turning.
and welcome to Fight Night.
Come on, next
The
one.
first bout tonight in the blue corner from Harris,
Right, mate.
Danny Andrews. In the red corner, they call him the Tonopandi Terror. His name, Tommy Farr.
Right. Oh, gee. Ugh. I pushed my way down through the crowds.
I jumped into the ring. I didn't even see the punch. I'm counted out. Joey, this time I feel I'm gonna give in.
What? You ready to pack it in already, boy?
Hard, man.
Come on, we only just started. Listen, you gotta learn what it feels like to lose, and you gotta hate that feeling. You gotta learn to hate your opponent. You gotta learn to hate me.
Yes, sir.
Hate the whole damn world.
Yes, sir.
Come on, boy, fight, fight. You fight for the right to become the contender. Take all and give, but you never surrender. Someday you'll be the man. You play by the rules that you learned on this mountain. You jab and you dance as they keep up the counting. Someday you'll be the man.
The fights are coming thick and fast. My body's growing strong. The stranger in me rests at last. The ring is now my home. Sometimes I feel like it might on my soul. I'm telling you.
This is where you belong, boy. Up until now, you've been nothing more than a loudmouth kid with a chip on both shoulders.
Aye.
But now you're someone. Now you can become something special.
Sir.
You can make your fortune if we're both careful.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. You fight for the right to become the contender. Take all and give, but you never surrender. Someday you'll be the man.
Come on.
You can't let them know, let them see what you're thinking. Stack up the odds as they're eating and drinking. Someday you'll be the man.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, the British and Empire heavyweight champion, Ben Ford. In the red corner, from Wales, the contender, the Towny Pandy Terror, Tommy Farr.
I have waited all my life. I won't take any chances. I will box as if my life depends upon the outcome. Come on.
Farr really has put up a terrific performance. Before the fight, nobody gave our boy much of a chance against the much more experienced man Ford. But after what we've seen tonight, we may have an upset on our hands. The judges have made their decision. They're handing the scorecards to the referee. We await the final verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner on points and the new British and Empire heavyweight champion, Tommy
Call
Farr.
out your name as they raise in the rafters. The losers return to the bums and the grafters. This day you are the man. We fight for the lives to be more than contenders. Shame will be gone and nobody remembers. This day you are the man. This day you are the man.
This day I am the man. Yes!
Oh, I don't believe it, man. You'd have thought after Tommy beat that bloody Ben Ford, well, they'd be right behind him. They seem to have written him off already, man.
Daddy's last telegram says that all the German bigwigs will be at the Noisel fight tonight to support them.
Aye, German bigwigs, fascist bastards, every one of them. Aye, hey, I'm telling you now, right? If I didn't have responsibilities, Megan Vark, you know, your family on the way, I'd have gone too. Serious. I'd be out in Spain with those Ronda boys. They'll give him a fight, all right. Just like Tommy will give that German bastard a fight tonight. Hey, do you know, right? They're expecting 5,000 Welsh boys at Haringey Stadium to support him. Oh, it's marvellous, man. Hey, any news from Tommy?
No news from Tommy. Not for a couple of months now.
Oh, well.
I expect he's been too busy to send any word home. You know how he is when he's getting ready for a big fight.
Well, aye, man. That's your old man, that is. I was telling him. Joby, I said, you should bring Tommy back here after the fight. You know, give him a good bit of Welsh cooking. Bit of Maldon, eh? Oh, it'd be nice to have the champ staying with us, wouldn't it, huh? Hey, Meg. Hey, we could charge people to come and see him. Bloody hell, we could sell his old socks. We'd make a killing, girl. Well, I hope he comes back to see the baby anyway. Bloody hell, he don't even know that we're married, like. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it'd be lovely to see Tommy again. It's been so long since we've seen him, and I'd like him to
there's
see
a good girl. Put the wireless on, will you? See? Fight's about to start. I want to listen to the build-up.
I haven't heard anything like it. Not in all my years as the head of the British Boxing Board of Control. Why, he's barely been champion 3 months.
Look, I'm not going out there until this is settled and that's final, right?
Look, Far, be a good chap. Neusel has come all the way from Germany for this fight. Ambassador von Ribbentrop, a good friend of the Führer's, also out there. It would be bad form not to welcome them in their own language.
Well, let me tell you, my good chap. You might be the Marquis of Bath. But there are 5,000 Welshmen out there, and most of them have a friend or a brother out in Spain right now fighting the fascists, those other good friends of the Führer. And if good manners mean that we are to salute the swastika, then the very least that we can do is give the Welsh a warm welcome. All right? My good chap.
Mr. Churchill, have a word with him.
See, that's the trouble with Tommy Farber. When he gets something into his head, well, there's just no change in his mind. Stubborn as a pit pony, he can be.
What we need, Joby, man, is someone with a way with words, man.
That we do, boy.
So somebody who can speak to and for the people.
Aye. Oh, hey. Hard man to find a short notice,
So
though.
someone out with a flair for language, like.
That's essential.
And one leg.
What?
And we are. Let's go that settled, Your Highness. Looks like we're ready for a bit of a scrap here.
Have it your way this time, Far. But you'd better win. Otherwise, I'll do you.
Mein Henrad van had I en anoi libi glad vairach antorion en wagion ovri. Willkommen, meine Damen und Herren.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, you look so graceful and so charming.
Guten Abend, Herr Ambassador von Ribbentrop.
We welcome you. May our nation's friendship never stop.
Thank you, I would like to say, if you don't mind giving way, I speak for many Welshmen in this crowd. Although you condescend with scorn, it's for this moment he was born. Tommy, you can make your people proud.
Take us to the fight as you saw it, Tommy.
I jabbed him once, I jabbed him again, like I was fitting him up for a brand new suit. And then I laid him out to dry. And it was beautiful.
Thank you very much. Go, boy. That's the way.
How weird is it? The master races on the floor of fatherland. Your fight won't love you anymore. Walter, something's going wrong. You're bread
again some sunny day.
Oh, what a nice young chap. He's German, you know.
Well done, Far. Marvellous fight. We've got the whole world at our feet.
You did well, boy, that jam. You did well.
Now to the future. The Jerrys have another boxer, Schmeling, Max Schmeling. He's already beaten Joe Louis on a knockout. I have an option on his next fight. He's our man.
Mr. Farr, I must say that was one hell of a fight.
Excuse me? Who let this man in? Get him out of here immediately.
My name is Sol Strauss. I'm here to represent my client, the boxing promoter, Mr. Paolo Gambaccini. I'm his attorney.
I thought I recognized the smell.
I have here a contract for Mr. Tommy Farr to fight Joe Louis for the heavyweight championship of the world in New York City. Contract is worth $60,000. All you've got to do is sign.
Mr. Farr already has a next fight. It'll be here in London, and I'll decide who it's against.
Hold on a minute. I will decide who I fight next and where I fight.
Tommy, I think we ought to talk this through, Mark. You've suddenly become very valuable property. Hey, that was a great fight, but you're still learning your trade. We should stay here in London. Keep fighting here. Keep winning. They'll come to us.
Joby, I don't want to wait. Look, I'm ready for this. I know I am. Look, I want that bloody title, and I want it now. Right?
You're making a big mistake, Farr.
I hate to agree with his lordship, but I think he's right.
I don't care what you think or His Highness thinks. It's something I've fought for all my life, man, to work and win in New York, man, to fight there for the heavyweight title of the world. Now, what if this chance doesn't come again then, right?
Tommy, man, you got time on your side, and you're getting better all the time, boy. Yeah. Now you listen to me. Yeah? If you go on your own.
Joby, I am going to New York, and there is nothing that you can say to change my bloody mind, all right? Mr. Strauss, where do I sign that?
Sign that contract, and you can wave goodbye to your British title.
Oh, that's so. Pen.
Lord and Lady Fairfax. The Right Honourable Walter Elliot. Lord and Lady Pack Drury Lowe. Miss Muriel Montgomery Jarman. The Marquis of Bath. Lord and Lady Bolingbroke Kent. Mr. Tommy Farr.
Hello, Farr.
Lordship.
Enjoying the evening?
Very pleasant indeed until you arrived.
I thought I'd join you on a little outing to New York. It's going to be so much fun watching you fight for your life.
All right.
Oh, by the way, remember to wash your hands before touching any of the passengers.
Hey, what is that behaviour there?
You obviously know the Marquis. Hands like an octopus, but he is very powerful. It's probably not a good idea to pick a fight with him.
I see your mouth is still in good working order, Muriel. Been on the Gordons again, have we?
Horrid little man. Everyone seems to be looking at you. You must be famous. Are you an actor?
Aye, sometimes.
Are you laughing at me? That's not a very gentlemanly thing to do.
Who said I was a gentleman, love?
I say, isn't that the film star, Ray Milland?
Well, I can't see from this distance. You've got better eyesight than me, love.
I know, you're a wrestler, or a bullfighter, or a prize fighter.
You know what? I've been all those things, young lady, and more.
And what takes you to New York?
My name's Tommy Farr. I'm going for a fight.
What? Are there no people for you to fight in Britain?
Nope. For every single one of them. They're all so frightened of me now. I got to sail 3,000 miles to find somebody brave enough to go toe-to-toe with me.
Well, I'm not frightened of you. Are you brave enough to go toe-to-toe with me, Mr. Farr?
Oh, it'll be my pleasure, my dear. My pleasure.
And who are you going to fight in America?
There's a man they call Joe Louis.
Joe Louis? Even I've heard of him. Isn't he the most famous boxer in the world?
Oh, thanks.
Present company accepting. Well, I don't know how good a boxer you are, but you certainly are a very fine dancer, Mr. Farr.
Well, so are you, whoever you are.
Miss Muriel Montgomery German.
Ah, well, Miss German, now you have the advantage. You know why I'm going to New York. What takes you there, then?
That's what I do.
What do you do, then?
I travel, I go places, and if I like it, I go there again. It really is rather fun, Mr. Farr.
I'll say the truth. This really is a strange new world. Excuse me, Miss German, but I must say, you have got to be about the richest gypsy I ever met. Please call me Tommy. All my friends call me Tommy.
Your friends?
Aye.
Why, thank you. And you shall call me Monty. So, do you punch them or dance them off their feet? Because you're a fine dancer, Tommy. Did you learn to dance in the ring?
No. Mind you, I've danced my way around a few fights, that's for sure. But no. I learned to dance in the four-penny hops in Tonopandi. Pays your money, makes your choice. Dance all night long. No such dance as anywhere in the world than there are in Tonopandi. Happy am I, seeing you here. How come we're worlds apart when you're so near? So much has changed, but I'm the same man. Violence I know, but love I don't understand. I say there's nothing that I fear, nothing can stop this great career. Somehow your presence feels so dear, need you as one. Happy am I.
Happy am I. Still I'm surprised, seeing there's gentleness there in your eyes. I say there's no one that I need. My heart's too hard these days to believe, but love has been known to take the lead. Maybe I'll try. Happy am I. Can heaven above listen to my prayers, even of a song that never shone, it really cares. Happy am I. Happy am I. You're here with me. You're here with me. I want to tell the world, let everyone see. Where will this lead? Where will this lead? I do not know. I don't know. But if you take my hand, then I will go. Happy am I. Happy am I.
come here.
Shush, man, he's
Hey,
sleeping.
listen to what Tommy's written in the paper, man. The British Board of Boxing Control is a self-appointed, self-constituted body who make the rules and regulations for the control of boxing. But there is one thing they cannot do. They cannot stop Tommy Farr or any other British boxer from getting a living in the ring. However, gentlemen of the BBBC, you may sleep easily in your beds. The rebel Tommy Farr surrenders. Today, the news of the world gives me the opportunity publicly to say that I relinquish my title as heavyweight champion of Great Britain. One day, board or no board, I'll come back to fight for it. Well, the bastards.
New York, I've come to do some business. New York, I'm not yet for the ride. It's been a long road without prize in sight, and I'm not going down without a fight. New York, I know that he's the champion. New York, I've come to take his crown. He's a big man, but he's flesh and bone, and this time he'll face the great unknown.
Tommy, those are dreadful scars upon your back. Did you get them from his hands, man in the mask?
In my circus days, I'd wrestle tigers just for fun. When they'd attack, I'd punch them back. New York, I've come to make my name here. New York, I'm liking what I see. Now if you don't mind, I've got work to do, and I'm not going home until it's through. Take it easy, sparring, right? Take it easy. Come on. Steady.
Reports coming from the far camp say things are not quite as tickety-boo as they might have been.
The Welshman isn't coping with the heat.
In training, it's been said he's been put down by one of his sparring partners and has cut his eye.
It's not looking good for the ex-miner.
Oh, he'll never go the distance. Joe will eat this kid alive. Right now we'll give you 7-1, that a man will put it down in 5.
Tommy, can't you see the world is on your back? Everybody here believes you're going down.
All my life I've had to fight to make my way. Do you think I'd crawl? I'd fight you all. New York, I'm here to make a statement. New York, I'm here to tell the world. So spell my name right and make no mistake. Tommy Farr won't bend and he won't break. He won't break. Won't bend and he won't break. Yeah. Oh, boys. Oh, sparring, boys. This was meant to be in it, though.
Good morning, Mr. Farr.
Oh, Monty. How do you find me?
Well, it wasn't very difficult. Rather many more of you sailed from Wales to fight Joe Louis.
You have no idea how good it is to see you, girl, I tell you though.
What happened?
Bloody hell. A momentary lapse in concentration. Bloody sparring partner. Listen, Monty, love. I can't lose this fight. My chance to show the Marquis and his sort. Have you seen the way they look at me? Have you seen the way they look down their bloody noses at me like I'm an exhibit in a bloody freak show, man?
Look, you can still win.
I'd rather shot myself in the foot, haven't I?
I thought you fought with your fists, not a gun.
Aye, well, something they shoot in my mouth. No, I've left behind the one man that could get me through this fight. Joby Churchill. You like Joby? A one-legged saddler from Tonopandi. Best friend I ever had, more like a dad to me, really. Do you know what? He trained me up from bugger all, man. Aye, there we are. You know, we used to laugh. Because he was Sancho Panza, right? And I was Don Quixote. Have you heard of them?
Yes. Yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah, well, there we are. We had an argument, see? Said some things, and here we are. I wish he was here.
Well, why don't you send him a telegram? Tell him you made a mistake.
No, I'm not going to beg. I made my bed.
Are we interrupting anything?
No. No.
I'll be running along then.
All right, love.
I'm staying at the Waldorf.
Very nice, love.
Excuse me?
Mr. Farr, welcome to New York City. Is everything to your liking?
Everything is fine, thank you, sir.
Fine, good. I'd like to introduce you to your host, the boxing promoter, Mr. Paolo Gambaccini.
As I live and breathe, Mr. Tommy Farr. So, we finally get to meet. I've read so much about you in the papers. Tell me, is it true you used to wrestle lions in the circus?
No, tigers it was.
Oh, tigers? What do you know? That's just great. Tommy, this is truly the land of the free, a land of great opportunity. I believe a man of your talents, your abilities could go a long way. If there's anything you need, and I mean anything, all you gotta do is ask. You got that?
I have, sir.
Good boy.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Good boy.
Certainly.
Will there be anything else, ma'am?
That'll be all, thank you. Oh, there is one more thing. I'd like to send a telegram to Great Britain.
Just pick up the phone, ma'am. The concierge will be pleased to help you. Thank you, ma'am.
Why are men so stupid? Especially this man, shutting out the people that he holds so dear, reaching out for help. Can it really be so hard? Acting like a blind man when the answer's clear. Yes, I'd like to send a telegram to Great Britain. The address, it's care of Joby Churchill, the saddler's shop in Tonopandi in Wales. Wales. Yes, like the big fish, but without the H. To Mr. Joby Churchill. Stop. We have a dear friend in common. Stop. I'll call him Don Quixote, and he needs you now. Stop. His pride will keep him silent. Stop. He knows nothing of this telegram. Stop. The windmills that surround him, he can't face alone. Stop. Why are men so childish, just like little boys, emptying the ground of all their favorite toys? Why should this concern me? Tell me why I care. Wondering, would he miss me if I wasn't there?
You're in great shape for the fight tonight, Tommy.
Yeah.
These past few weeks, you've really sharpened up. See, that Joe Louis, he won't know which town he's in.
Trouble is, I can't get that bloody job going, can I?
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're moving good. The eye's healed nicely. Tommy,
Yeah,
I just gotta go and get a few towels.
yeah. Oh, damn bloody eyes, man.
Mr. Farr. Tommy. My name is Jerry Costello. I'm very pleased to meet you. How you doing?
I never felt better.
I'm very pleased to hear it.
What can I do for you, then?
I'm here on behalf of my business associates. We have an offer we'd like to make you.
Offer? What kind of offer?
Tommy, We are very big fans of your work, but we have to ask you the question, have you seen Joe Louis fight? Because you're going to find out in the next few hours. He's the greatest. His right cross is as good as his left hook. His punches, he takes them back 6 inches, then pow, the other guy hits the deck. Beautiful. Well, to be honest, Tommy, it doesn't look too good for you. In the spirit of friendship, my associates would like to ask a favor of you, whereby we agree on the outcome of the fight. Then we all profit from our friendship.
What?
Let me cut straight to the chase. You're gonna go down anyhow, so go down in the 5th. We all make a lot of money.
What?
Come on, Tommy. You know the score. We put our bets on you lasting 5 rounds, then when you go down, we all collect. It'll be beautiful. You can go home with the real bundle.
All right. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Costello, and your business associates, this is something that I have fought for all my life, see? You think I'm going to throw this fight? Then you're very much mistaken. You tell your friends that Tommy is not for sale. I am here to win. Now get out.
This is not good news, I'm hearing. My business associates will not be very pleased.
I said get out, man!
Gentlemen, please.
Mr. Gamboccini.
I abhor violence. Relax, Tommy. I told you when you arrived, this is the land of opportunity. I'm just here to talk a little business before the main event.
All right. So you're the organ grinder, is it? You tell your monkey here that Tommy's not for sale.
Hey!
Jerry, tu sei uno bruto. Come on, Tommy. Can't we talk a little business here? Have you seen the odds on you winning this fight? I could get better odds than Shirley Temple beating Joe.
Right.
Oh no, times change. You have to adapt to the opportunities life presents to us. So you won't go down.
No.
I like that. Let me make you another offer. Let's just say, if we can work things out between us, in 15 rounds' time, you will be the new heavyweight champion of the world.
I think Joe Louis might have something to say about that.
Joe's a good boy, but everybody has their price. Besides, what's the point in being the champ if you're not alive to spend the dough? Come on, Tommy. You work for me. You'll be the new heavyweight champion of the world.
Huh? Well, you listen to me, Mr. Gamboccini. A lot of people back in Tonopandi will be listening to this fight on the radio tonight, see? And a lot of them think that I'm good enough to win this fight all on my own. Be shame now to let them down now, wouldn't it, huh? I'll tell you what I'll do with you. I'll bet you $5,000 that I'll go 15 rounds, with or without your help. Right?
Do not insult me, Mr. Farr. Tommy, I can tell you're not in the right frame of mind to make a deal tonight. Think it over. We'll see how it goes. Best of luck, Mr. Farr. You're gonna need it. Jerry!
They say that a fool learns from his mistakes, but a wise man, where does that leave me? I'm the tough one with all the answers. I'm standing with the whole world at my feet, but in my mouth I taste defeat.
Poor, poor Tommy Farr. Did you think I'd let him see the fool you are? Poor, poor Tommy Farr.
Bloody hell. Joby Churchill. What are you doing here, man?
I got a telegram from some girlfriend of yours saying that you might be needing my help.
A telegram for one of my girlfriends?
Seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Oh, Joby. Listen here, I did not...
Don't say a word now, it's all right. Don't.
Show the Marquis, will you? And wear this for me.
Right, I haven't come all the way from Wales to see you lose, boy. If you're gonna become world champion in the next couple of hours, we got a lot of work to do. Come on, Bach. Give me 10. Give me 10. Come on. That's it. And again. And another 10. You become soft, Tommy Farr. Who do you hate, Tommy Farr?
I hate you!
Good. Who else do you hate, boy?
I hate Joe Louis.
Good. Who else do you hate?
I hate me, Joby!
Everybody hates you, boss. Come on, give me another 10. Who else do you
I
hate?
hate everybody and everything, right?
Oh, you must realize that Joe Louis is not doing this just for himself. No, just like you, boy. Joe Louis carries the aspirations of the whole of his people on his shoulders. That makes him a very dangerous man.
I have waited all my life. I won't take any chances. I will box as if my life depends upon the outcome.
You fight for the right to become the contender. Time now to prove that you're not some pretender. This night you are the man. I saw the boy I believe was the champion, who walked like the sun. I have always believed it. This night you are the man.
This night I am the man. Yes!
It's here at last, the fight of the century, as Tommy Farr carries the hopes of a British nation into battle for the heavyweight championship of the world in the Yankee Stadium, New York tonight. 2 a.m. and no one in Tommy's hometown of Tony Pandy in the Rhondda is in bed. There's 1,500 packed into the Judges' Hall Tree-Allow, and more than 5,000 crowding the streets to hear the commentary from New York relayed over loudspeakers. There has been such a surge of gas and electricity there are fears that the national grid could go down. Well, there's not long to go now. Keep those kettles boiling.
Farr finds Lewis's face with 2 long left. Another left and Farr's going right after him. Yes, Lewis's nose is bleeding slightly out there. Those punches of Farr are having their effect. Lewis gets away, but Tommy hammers him about the body. They're broken away, and they're fighting out there in the center of the ring. It's a real good round for Farr. Farr jumping into Lewis again. Long left to the side of Lewis's head. Another left to Lewis's head, and he swings that right over to Lewis's head. He's driving Lewis back against the ropes. Farr's driving Lewis back against the ropes, and they're swinging away at each other, and they're going hard at each other. It's very hard left from Farr. Caught Lewis on the side of the head. Lewis can't stop Farr now. Farr's going in there, going right in there after Lewis, and he's crashing blows at him. Farr's hammering Lewis about the ring, and there's the bell for the end of the fight. And they're giving Farr a great ovation. Any number of people are jumping into the ring, and they're congratulating Farr on the wonderful fight he's made. Photographers are gathering around, snapping pictures at him. The referee is collecting those little ballot papers from the judges. Farr's done a grand job, a real grand job, and all you people overseas can certainly be proud of this wonderful display. I think we're getting the announcement now. Here's the announcement.